Hello, and this is a video review for the RDS Industries Game Traveler Deluxe travel case for the Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, if you saw my review for this case, the Hori Tough Pouch for the Nintendo Switch Lite, you'll know from that review that this case was my first choice. This is the one I wanted, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And then, of course, as soon as I decided to pick this one up instead and review it and, start using it, this one came into a shop and I was able to get it. And isn't that always the way it works? So, a little bit unfortunate. I probably wouldn't have got this one if this had been in the shop a little bit earlier. But I did get this from Argos, but they don't seem to have... This was the only one they had. And a lot of the other local stores around me for Argos didn't seem to have these in stock yet at the time of this recording. They may get more as time goes on, hopefully they will, but they don't seem to have got that many at the moment. But that might just be in my area anyway. So yeah, if you didn't see the review for this, do check that video out. This is a decent case, and it is a good second choice, but this, spoiler alert, this is better. Okay, for me at least anyway. So, putting the Hori case out of the way. So it just comes in this little cardboard sleeve, and there's a bit of tape here and here. You just cut through that and undo it. And it shows you how it has a display, a viewing stand rather, the game card holder, etc. So that's the packaging it comes in, and then the case itself is very nice. Mine appears to be a little bit, what's the word, bananaed. It's kind of angled weirdly. I don't know if that'll iron out over time and become more straight looking, but at the moment it looks a bit strange. Yeah, so at the top you've got this nice zipper with the Switch logo on it. You've got a carrying handle. This is a good solid material hard case, so you don't need to worry about dropping this with the Switch inside it, because this is a hard case. You've got the Switch branding and logo on the front there. So that's it for the exterior. The zip is white and red, and that, like I said, that's it for the exterior. So opening it up, the zipper is quite good. It just opens up like that. There is only the one zip. There's not two like on a lot of cases, and then it just opens up like this. And then when you first open this, or at least in mine, there was this little piece of paper and some foam padding as well, actually, that I've taken out, just showing you how to use the viewing stand, so you can put the Switch Lite in a tabletop mode setting, and you can angle this how you want, and I'll show how that works later on. So this opens up like this, and this comes open like this. At the bottom, you've got a game card holder for physical games, as well as inside, if you're not familiar with these, a micro SD card holder, which holds, it's capable of holding 2 micro SD cards. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it does have the Nintendo Switch logo and branding on it as well there. So what you can do is you can have 2 micro SD cards and 3 physical game cards, or you can take this out completely, which is what I'm going to do, and have 4 physical games. Now what I like about this, and I know some people aren't particularly fond of this, but it's something I really like, the games don't click in, they just rest in there. And I like that because, for me personally, I don't like some of these cheaper plastic cases like this where you put the game in and they feel really tight and really like pulling the game out is really going to damage it, or in some way. So the fact that they just sit in there is quite nice, and they fit very well. But like I say, if you do tip this upside down when it's open, they will come falling out. But it's something I like. So I've put 4 games in there, and then it just closes up. Very secure. You know, it's not gonna come open. It's very secure. Yeah. So these come in the other RDS cases. Normally you get 2, but in the Switch Lite case they just include 1, which suits me more so, because if the Switch Lite is going to be a portable console, which it's kind of like my secondary console that I'm going to be taking out and about, I don't really want to have a load of physical games, because if it gets stolen or lost, I will have lost my physical cartridges, and that's going to be very costly. So the fact that this limits you to 4 is kind of ideal for me. It kind of restricts me and says, look, you can only take 4, choose your 4, put them in here, and then, you know, take them with you. So that might be a bit of a deal breaker, the fact that you can only take 4 physical games for some people, but for me, I like that. You've got indents here for the trigger buttons at the top, and you've also got some indents lower down. Now, I don't know if RDS are going to make a grip for the Switch Lite in the future. That wouldn't surprise me, considering that there are these indents in the bottom which serve no purpose at the moment, unless you happen to have like a rubber grip or something that this is compatible with. There is also a space down here, and I think this space down here is so that when you put the Switch Lite in, which we'll go ahead and do, it's where the intakes are for the heat fan, and just if you've got it on like that, it allows, you know, there's a little bit of air in there, and it allows the air to get in the intake. So I think that's what that's about there. So that's, again, really nice design choice. So the way this works is you fold this up, and just lock it. You fold this up over the screen, so the screen is nice and protected, and then this comes over and attaches there via the Velcro, and then this is not going to fall out when you've got that strap secured around it. So that's what that looks like. You close the top, zip this up, and you're good to go. There's your case. I'm just going to angle the camera up a little bit. There is your Game Traveler Deluxe case, all ready to go with your Nintendo Switch and whatever games you choose to take with you. So that's cool. Now, and like I say, this is a hard shell. You know, I'm not worried about dropping this or anything. If it's in my rucksack or whatever, I'm not bothered about this getting bashed about in there. I know it's going to be protected in this case. So that's what that is like. Now, as far as the viewing stand goes, it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So the way the viewing stand works is you open this, and then if we take the Switch Lite out, just set that down there for the moment, and then what you do is you fold it over like this. There's a Velcro flap here that you undo. You can see that there. And then essentially what you do is, this is where it starts, along this ridge around the outside of the case. You can Velcro that down there to have the stand there. Or if you want the stand further back, you can Velcro it to the top portion of the case, which is nice and soft as well, by the way, as well as the part of this that covers the screen is also nice and soft if you're not using the stand. You know, when you've got this all closed up, it's all nice and soft against the screen. So, you know, that just works like that. And you can have it like that. You can have this like that, or however you want. It's just very, very cool, and I really like it. So that's really it for the case. As I say, this is the ideal case for me. I could not have thought of a better case for what I'd want in a Switch Lite case. Like I say, it restricts the amount of games I take with me. And it's a hard shell. It's officially licensed by Nintendo, and it's really secure. It fits the Switch Lite very nicely. There are the indents in there for the trigger buttons. It's just, and of course you've got the bonus of the adjustable stand. So overall, this is absolutely my favourite Nintendo Switch Lite case that's available on the market currently. And to be honest, I don't think there's going to be one that outdoes it, that I think is better than this. Of course, you do get the micro SD card holder as well. So that's going to be it for this review. It's been rather in-depth. I hope I've covered everything that you wanted to see about this case in this review. Unfortunate, like I said, that I had to wait a bit longer, and that I ended up buying a second case, but because I didn't think I was going to be able to get this one, but that's just kind of how it goes. Do check out the review for the Hori case though, because this is not a bad case. This is still a very good and solid case. It's just, for me, I prefer this one. It is worth mentioning that this one does have the capacity to hold 10 games rather than this one, which can only hold 4. So it's very, very low on the amount of games that this one can hold, but like I said, for me that's a bonus. So that is it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Well, I say waste any more of your time. I hope this time has actually been useful to you, but I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if you didn't. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.